All right, so today we are talking about the diabolicalness of Hasbro and how their prices don't make sense. I feel like this is something I've been saying for a long time. I feel like if you have common sense, you know, you would have seen this coming a long time ago. But Hasbro has officially decided that they want to throw their hand in against imports. Imports like this. Yes, Hasbro has decided that this is who they want to compete with. You know, oh boy. All right. You're going to compete with that with this. Oh man. Okay. Not even going to begin with how these two products don't even compare in the first place. However, as you can see, I have three different figures in front of you doing the exact same thing for the most part. Of course, one figure is able to do it a lot more easier, make it look a lot more natural, can get things out the way to get the pose done, while the others look a little uncomfortable. And here's why. To put it simply, Marvel Legends articulation is done in a very, let's say, cheap way. Does that mean that the toy is bad? No. But what it does mean is that this thing, from an engineering standpoint, is not going to be able to do what this figure is doing. I'm just going to hold this here and let you guys look at this and let you guys understand. I'm not going to get into paint yet. I'm not going to get into the overall finish. Yes, can you say that, hey, well, that looks kind of ugly? Yeah, you could say that. But at the end of the day, what you're after is the pose, right? Once you put the figure in the pose, you're not looking for that, those little gaps here and gaps there. That's nonsense. This is plastic. This is plastic. This is not a human being. It doesn't have skin. You're gonna have gaps. You're gonna have gaps. You're gonna have articulation showing. Look at this. You got a whole cut in the middle of his calf just so that you can achieve something like this. Yeah. Am I beating up on Hasbro this video? Absolutely. They have crossed a line, in my opinion, where there's no coming back from this. Not in my opinion. I'm absolutely done with Hasbro. And here's why I think you should be too. For years now, Hasbro has been producing. All right, so for years now, Hasbro has been producing subpar figures for years. For years. And people have defended them for years. I don't even know how long. Hasbro has probably had the Marvel Legends license for over 20 years now. I'm guessing. It might be a little under that, but I know it's more than a decade. And within a decade, this what just came out a year ago? This was supposed to be the new superior articulation. It was supposed to be groundbreaking, is because it's always with SpiderMan that they find a way to give all this articulation to. Right, let me do something real quick. Let me just show you. The ease of play is built into this because it is a toy. It's made to be safe for 4-year-olds. Why do you always say that? Because it's the truth. But when you start trying to compare this to this, you are at a point in collecting where you're coping. Now, here's the deal. I don't think that you deciding you want to collect Marvel Legends is a bad thing. I think you should collect what you like and also what your, what your pockets can afford, whatever, right? But when you start trying to say that this compares with this, are SH Figuarts figures flawless? Absolutely not. But these two products don't even begin to compare. There is a level of finish that Marvel Legends will never have. The web lining here, this is all sculpted. All of this is sculpted. None of this is just painted over, like how they do on these. This is all just flat plastic. Flat, rubbery, bendy plastic at that, right? It's that, that's what it is. You're not doing that with SH Figuarts. You're not doing that with SH Figuarts. It's not gonna happen. Why? Because you're gonna risk breaking your toy. Here I have a G.I. Joe Classified, essentially doing the pose I just had these two Spider-Men in, right? Now, if I'm going by paper, G.I. Joe Classified should not be able to do that, right? Because it's not Spider-Man. But here's what happens when you have an articulation scheme that actually works. If you're looking at these two figures on paper, you would assume that this figure has dramatically more articulation points than this one. You'd be wrong. The only articulation points that this figure has that this one does not is toe articulation. That's it. Just toe articulation. Everything this Spider-Man has, this figure has. Now, it might be in different ways. For example, ab crunch is up here, ab crunch is down here. Ball joint at the waist where it should be, because that makes sense. That's and you got the diaphragm joint up there at the top. Now, for this figure specifically, it has the hoodie. It blocks the articulation. Doesn't change what I'm saying. Now, people are gonna say, "Oh, well, it's not pinless." Okay, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Pinless, non-pinless, it doesn't change anything. It's still the exact same articulation scheme. There's nothing this figure can do that this one cannot, other than toe articulation, which is not even standard in Marvel Legends, because most Marvel Legends do not come with toe articulation, which means they have the exact same articulation points as this figure. This figure is what, 20, I don't even know how much G.I. Joe Classified is right now. So 24 bucks, I think. This figure was 26 bucks. Sure, it came with extra hands, it came with extra hands, but this G.I. Joe Classified figure, not only did he come with extra hands, he came with accessories too, and a whole nother head. 24 bucks, 26 bucks. I know you're gonna say licensing fee, right? Okay, let's just do this. Let's get it out the way. I'm gonna take these away for now. Let's get this out the way. Here's what Hasbro's trying to compete with. Right here. This is what they want to compete with. You ever heard the term barking up the wrong tree? This is what they want to compete with. Barking up the wrong tree. That is the best little colloquialism, getting stuff all over the place, that I can come up with. This is who they want to compete with. Yes, $88.99 at Bedrock City Comics. Did I overpay for this? Absolutely. But there's something that needs to be said about the price points of these. Typically, people talk about how SH Fig Arts are overpriced and small. Yes, they are small. They are in true 1/12 scale. Here's the part they don't tell you. This price right here, which is a bloated price, Bedrock City is known for that. This is an imported price point. That's what this is. If I had bought this from Japan, this would have been like $50, $60. You got to remember, we pay imported prices. We don't pay what it is over there in Japan. Most SH Fig Arts are not $60, $70, $80 like they are here. Over there, they're like $30, $30, $35, $40. That's how much SH Fig Arts cost in Japan, where they come from. You know, so let's well, hold on. I got a treat for y'all real quick. As you can see, Mayfix Spidey is not in the box, and you just saw the amazing Spider-Man, and you can see that the gamer version of Spider-Man is also not in the box. Where are they? What are they doing? I'll show you. Bam. What is he doing right now? He has magnets in his hands and feet. He can hang on to a pole like Spider-Man would. Bam. What is he doing? There is a magnet that you can plug into his back, which gives him the ability to appear to be hanging there. Web accessory, right? Web accessory. Gonna make a point about that. I always want to show off some Ultramarines, just because, why not? So, what is my point here with today's video? Well, let's get into it. Here is the box. Opening it up. It comes with a stand. Here's all of its accessories. Hasbro is trying to convince you that they are producing product of the same level Look at this. You got little spider bombs. You got webbing effects, several by the way. You have a spider, what was it, the spider bot that he can use to like infiltrate. You got different eyes, a whole nother head sculpt. You got, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sets of hands. That is what SH Figure Arts gave you. And there's also a cell phone accessory in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Little, you know, black piece of plastic. But again, my point is that this is what Hasbro is trying to compete with. This is who they're trying to tell you, oh yeah, we can give you that. But they want to charge you $60 for it. And it's not even on the same level. Look at all the articulation points in SH Figure Arts. Is Hasbro giving you that? No. As a matter of fact, Hasbro's introducing it to you as if it's brand new, as if they just reinvented the wheel. That's how Hasbro's introducing to you this product, right? That's just an example. That's one example. Let's pull out another one, shall we? Pull out another one. Here's the accessories to this guy. Amazing Spider-Man. Again, web effects. Different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sets of hands. Actually 6. Forgot these. Now, if you remember, this figure was supposed to come with a Andrew Garfield head sculpt, and I guess that got omitted. I'm assuming they didn't get the likeness rights and they had to take it out of the package. But that's besides the point. The point is that you get this Spider-Man and all of these accessories. This figure was like $60 in Japan. 50 or $60 in Japan. Do you think what Marvel Legends is giving you is the equivalent to this? Sometimes you gotta be honest with yourself. Now, I'm gonna show one more. One more. Here's the one that everybody is just swearing up and down that they are in competition with. Mayfix Spider-Man. Just let's start off with the packaging. Start off with the packaging. Look at that pose, by the way. Do you think that Marvel Legend can do that? I'm just gonna leave it at that. So let's take this stuff out. As you know, again, look at the packaging. I never even thought to even try to use that. Might do that in the future. Now, of course, I have the Mayfix stand, which all Mayfix figures come with a stand. That is standard. Point intended. And I'm trying to look for a Mayfix stand, and I don't have one handy, right? But well, actually, yeah, I do. Right now, I'm using it on this guy. But there's a Mayfix stand. Right? Every single Mayfix figure that you ever will purchase will come with this stand. Every single one. There's not a Mayfix figure that does not have this stand. And right now, I'm using it to hold this guy up, who's notorious for falling everywhere. So, what am I getting at? Look at all of this. Mind you, I just showed you Mayfix Spidey. He's on the pole. He's swinging. He's swinging on the pole trying to make extra money for college. This is what Hasbro wants to compete with. You have different head sculpts, one unmasked, another one with a slightly closed, you know, because I think this is made to look like the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man. You have an unmasked for him to hold in his hand. He has a hand dedicated to holding that. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. It's one of these hands. Regardless, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the hands, 6 different pairs, 2 different types of feet. You have the hands with no magnet, and you have the feet with no magnet. You have several webbing effects. At what point do you think Hasbro said, hey, we can convince these people to pay more, to pay dramatically more for our inferior product? We can get them to pay import prices for this. We can get them to pay import prices for this. Mind you what I just said. $50 to $60 in Japan gets you an SH figure art. And like I said, in Japan, they're cheaper than that. They're like $35 for a lot of them. Does this look like the equivalent to a $60 SH figure art? $35 SH figure art. Come on, y'all. It's time to wake up from the dream. Hasbro has lost it. Hasbro has lost their minds if they think that this is in any way, shape, or form comparable to SH figure arts. I'm sorry, y'all, but I cannot do it no more. If Hasbro is going to continue this trend of being super greedy, it's time that I just walk away from it. And I'm not telling you that you should too. You know, again, I'm a firm believer in buy what makes you happy. You know, if you want to continue, if you think it's worth $60, by all means. By all means, if you think it's worth that $60, I don't think it's worth it. All because they gave it a new buck. Oh, it has toe articulation. Something that SH Figure Art has been doing since its birth. I can't get this guy to stand up. There. But that's this video. It dragged for a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. He fell again. I'm not picking him back up. That's how I feel about Hasbro. They just keep on falling. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys find it to be informative. If not, oh well, I tried. So you guys have a good one.